What you wanna do? Wanna be hackers, code crackers, slackers? Wait.
Greetings and salutations and welcome to another edition of the YouTube channel Too Many Plugins. I'm your host Alex and today we're gonna talk about Operation Endgame. Operation Endgame, think about your next move or think about our next move. This is a joint venture by several European and American law enforcement agencies to attack and dismantle botnets and scammers, so sites that use ransomware and all sorts of malware to infect the computers and scam people. I'm totally in favor of this. This is a subject that is actually dear to my heart, let me say it like that, because I don't mind if people for game preservation or because they can't afford it, they download the game for their own personal use, but how do you call it, organized crime, piracy, I don't support, and organized scamming on a small or a big scale, I really don't support. I really get angry just by the thought. Just to explain, this is a joint venture by the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, France. These two symbols here I cannot identify, but I think this must be Ukraine or something, and this is also here something with two balances, so this must be also from some country, some law enforcement agency. Welcome to the end game. This is a little bit fear-mongering, but international law enforcement and partners have joined forces. We have been investigating you and your criminal undertakings for a long time, and we will not stop here. That's a bit incriminating, because the person who writes this doesn't need to be particularly a criminal. Find a way that they, people can also be here for legal reasons or because they wanna attack and solve a scam issue, can also come to this site. So I think the way they formulate this over here is a little bit incriminating, even for people who are just out of cybersecurity reasons or any other kind of reason for interest or law enforcement reasons are visiting this site. This is season 1 of Operation Endgame. Stay tuned, almost like a movie. It sure will be exciting. Maybe not for everyone, though. Again, very incriminating, very fear-mongering. Some results can be found here. Others will come to you in different and unexpected ways. Again, like leaving everything very much in the middle. Feel free to get in touch. You might need us. Surely we could both benefit from an open-hearted dialogue. Well, these two sentences are not really so open dialogue, but there you go. You would not be the first one, nor will you be the last one. Think about our next move. Okay, this is a bunch of videos over here. This is then their own website, but you can find it there also on the Federal Bureau of Investigation, where they completely explain it. Basically, they have already shut it down for on an industrial level. How do you call it? Server farms, bot farms, and malware and ransomware farms. Already a couple of individuals were arrested. I think 4 individuals were arrested. Several house searches were done. Law enforcement in Ukraine, Portugal, Romania, Lithuania, Bulgaria and Switzerland supported police actions to arrest or interview suspects, conduct searches and seize or take down servers. In the beginning of May 28, 2024, the first coordinated international operation of its kind involved a dozen countries that conducted searches, questioned or arrested subjects and took down or disrupted more than 100 servers. Big or small, we don't know, to defeat multiple malware variants. The malware droppers or loaders were used to gain access to victims' computer, either dropping ransomware or other malware using to collect and steal personal and financial login information. Yeah, people, we have to support this, I saw some ordinary gamer made a video about it also. He was a little bit, how do you call it, ridiculing it a little bit. I can understand his point of view in that. I don't think he was ridiculing it in the sense of the actual investigation and operation that's going on. I don't think he was really doing that. I think he was more ridiculing the fact that it is very difficult to capture these individuals. And then we don't even talk about somebody who sends some fraudulent emails to see if people bait on it. Many times done by people in African and Indian countries, send some emails like the famous Nigerian prince scam. We talk here about much more sophisticated organizations who literally have call centers and have themselves very advanced server infrastructures running and make millions or billions probably in these kinds of scams. So I'm 100% supporting this. To tell you just that, I'm myself also a person, if I catch a scammer, even in a chat or something, I'm the first one to immediately report them. And I've also already reported some more advanced scammers and, how do you call that, hackers in the past that I've caught online. So I'm 100% in favor of this. Now, of course, this is a little bit difficult to do these kinds of things. And I think here they're not going for the smaller people who are doing stuff in internet cafes. I think they're here going really for bigger call centers and bigger server infrastructures. So I'm 100% in favor of this. And I hope that they succeed in this. Let me go to the other site over here. You see still also some sites where they talk about the whole investigation. So you can operationendgame.com. You can find information about it, and then here also on the other websites from the FBI. Now you have here the Dutch police, the politie you have over here. This year I cannot identify from here. The resolution is very, very low. This over here looks to me like Texas or Californian police badge. Eurojust, Bundeskriminalamt, that's German. Then the French police is over here. Politie, that I think is Polish, Politie. Then Europol. Then we have the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We have Jonalco. That is French, I think. Yeah, that's French. National Crime Agency, Office Anti-Cybercriminality, OFAC. Het Nederlandse Openbaar Ministerie, of het Openbare Mysterie, laten we het zo maar even noemen. Ik zit gewoon te grap hoor. Het is het Openbare Ministerie, maar soms is het wel een... hoe zeg je dat? Een openbaar mysterie wat ze doen. Ja, de Nederlandse kijkers zullen het wel begrijpen. So that's the Dutch Ministry of Justice. The Dutch politie, the police of the Dutch. And there we go back again in the circle. They're involved in this. I see here you can search for American and European languages and for Russian languages. So there you go. This is the first episode. Is 1 day to go, 17 hours and 24 minutes and 25 seconds. There, yeah, you have then a little bit of fear-mongering videos. We'll play a little video just to get an idea. So that was the first vid, and this is the second vid. Video 2.
This is Odd, and these are different nicknames he used during the past few years. Odd was responsible for Imhotep. Imhotep was taken down by law enforcement. He wanted to return, but got taken down quite fast again. Who knows what Odd is doing right now? What nicknames does he use? Who is he working with? What is his current product? Who is Odd? Please get in touch with us and let us know.
Okay, who is Odd? No, this video was odd actually. I have a little bit of a problem with this video because everything is in Russian, you know. I think this is very racial profiling, you know this. All the hacking things are presented in these videos with Russian languages in it, and you saw the attack being done, the ransomware attack or whatever attack that was, the malware attack, which was then being, you know, sent from Russia and then attacking North America and stuff. I don't like this at all, what they are trying to do over here. Hackers come in all shapes and forms, in all races, and yes, there are a little bit more in countries like, how do you call that, Nigeria and India has more hacker activity, and Russia has a lot of hacker activity, yes it has, but there's so much bot farms and hacking that comes from so many other countries in the world that I don't really like this very much over here, but I think they should change this over here. Why are all these videos, the hackers and their computer screens are being presented as Russian people? I don't really agree with that, you know. Hackers come from all places in the world, people. So about that, you know, I don't really agree with that. Anyway, for people who don't know what ransomware is when they penetrate the computer system, they enter a computer system, and what they then do is they encrypt all the files over there, and then they want money for it. And this can be really devastating for companies. It happens to Fortune 500 companies, multi-billion companies, but it happens also to smaller companies, and even happens to volunteer institutions. It happens to UNICEF, it happens to hospitals, it happens to all sorts of organizations even that are non-profit. And it's terrible what they do, because then they need to pay really a lot of money back to get their system, their computer system running, and their files back to keep their business or their non-profit organization running. So you know, we should really do something about this, and I really hope that they succeed, and I hope that they bring them all down. This, of course, attention again. I tell you, this is really attacking the ones that work on a bigger scale, that have advanced infrastructures running to do all of this. We're not talking here about people who send some emails through an internet cafe and then fish a little bit to see who reacts to, for example, the Nigerian prince scam. You know, this is many times done by lone wolves who just go to an internet cafe. So, but there you go. I hope they succeed in these. I'm totally in favor for this. I think actually law enforcement should do a hell of a lot more to address cybercrime, ransomware, and malware and stuff like that. To people, especially many poor people and older people, get their pension and their savings stolen away by people online, and they should really do about that. So, thumbs up for them, to all the law enforcement agencies in the world who are doing this, because I'm 100% in favor for this, and we shouldn't ridicule this. I don't think, by the way, some ordinary gamer was doing that. I think he was more ridiculing the fact that you're fighting what they're doing here is, if you look at the grand scheme of things, is a very, very small. How it's going to affect hackers and how do you call that, ransomware and malware and stuff like that. But that's not the point. They're doing something about it, and I really hope that they can do it even on a bigger scale, and that they can capture and shut down these websites and these bot farms and hackers on a much bigger scale. So I'm 100% in favor for this, and I think we all should, that our online world becomes a little bit safer, and that people don't become the victim of these kinds of scams. Anyway, thanks for listening. Catch you in the next one.